first love has always been history. I graduated from Trinity University here many years ago. This year, of course, I'm teaching just 7th grade, which I really like. I'm the only 7th grade history teacher. I love all of U.S. history, but I especially love, and I'm last year was sort of a reconnection with a lot of the history that I've long since forgotten. Dealing with the founding of the country. I mean, it's pretty cool when you can talk about George Washington and John Adams and the Declaration of Independence, the Revolutionary War, the birth of the country, the Constitution at one end of the school year, and then at the other end you get to talk about the Abraham Lincoln and the Civil War, and everything in between. That's just great history. And of course also this year we're making sure that we cover all of Texas history, because 7th grade in Texas is Texas history. So up until probably the spring, it'll be a mixture of Texas and U.S. history. And then late spring, towards the end of school, we'll be through with 1877, where my first half of U.S. history, when Reconstruction is, we'll take Texas history on up to the present. Being fairly new to education, I don't know a lot about all the detail. I mean, I graduated from a public school system. My kids generally have, although one of our youngest kid is here at Basis. He's an 8th grader this year. My understanding of charter schools, it is a very positive alternative to the way I think schools teach, like history as an example. One of the things that I think where we miss the boat maybe in public schools is, and this may not be necessarily politically correct, I think we dumb everything down to the lowest common denominator in public schools. Now, maybe the public schools aren't to be blamed for that, because that's sort of enforced on them, perhaps. But I think that's what happens. So I think we lose a lot of kids that could be moving forward at a more accelerated rate. I'm not saying brainiacs. I mean, I think the average student could really be challenged and moved along a lot faster. That's what we do here at Basis. I mean, if someone asks me, well, what is Basis all about? I say, well, it's an accelerated curriculum. You know, you hit the ground running, and we challenge kids to basically achieve greater things than I think they're expected to achieve in the public schools. The amazing thing is they can do it. I would say the reason you would want your child to come here, they're going to have a lot of fun, and they're going to learn a lot. Okay, and we're going to move along at a fairly brisk pace. But I would tell the parents, if you've instilled in them the proper values, to value education, hard work, and that will to learn and to achieve things and to make good grades, and they're in that, you know, let's say they're a fairly solid B student or A student in a public school, then they're going to do well here. And we're going to challenge your kid. They may struggle a little bit at first, but with the support that we give the kids, we're going to bring them up and we're going to move them along. And if they stick with us through high school, they're going to be able to name where they probably want to go to college. They're going to be the students that colleges will be coming here to seek out. Okay, they'll probably be able to write their own ticket. And if they succeed here, they're going to succeed in college.